Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back, dear listeners and viewers. Just a reminder that this hour from 9 to 10 is brought to you by Africa Muslims Agency. We've had a very full show today. I hope you've enjoyed our focus on Africa this morning, where we spoke on the global war over Congo with Claude Gatebuke. We spoke on the situation in Sudan with Amira Osman. And we did our BDS for Justice segment, Boycott for Justice segment with Isaiah Mombilo. And then in this last hour, we've been speaking to Harith Yusuf, filmmaker, documentary maker, and writer on Palestine, who actually lives in the West Bank but is currently in North Carolina. Now, we'll be bringing part 2 of Harith's interview to you tomorrow, inshallah. But for now, our time is almost up. So we're going to our usual fired up segment, also brought to you by AMA, and that's with Ashraf Gangrekar. And Ashraf is going to be talking to us today about the AMA pledge line that's going to be running on your TV screens quite soon. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Aisha. Always good to see you, to chat with you. And I'm sorry again, I'm in the car, but that doesn't mean we can't be talking to each other.
Absolutely. So please go ahead. Tell us about this pledge line.
Rahim. And again, it's so fascinating. I like, and it's only about Allah's will how things tally up and we piggyback on each other. So you're saying to me your show has been focusing on Africa. And so allow me to share with the viewers and the listeners the notion of help, of assistance. And then I'm going to highlight Africa because tomorrow evening, all eyes, ears are focused on Hilal TV, on DST channel 347, when Africa Muslims Agency hosts its Ramadan pledge line. And the beautiful theme, Aisha, of meals of mercy. And it's precisely that. If we understand, particularly in the past 10 days, the first 10 days of Ramadan, the sense of Allah's mercy, and it's something that we all seek. We want to, our Meals of Mercy movement is to then invest in people and to ask them to share of Allah's mercy that He places on them, that they share of that mercy with those who have less or in fact nothing. And so this is a movement that African Muslims Agency is feeding people in 23 countries all over the globe. And so it's an invitation to take your place with 23 nations around one table. And it's in a sense the iftar and the suhoor that we enjoy with Allah's blessings, that we ask you to be saying, well, here's my contribution to let somebody else too have a nutritious and somewhat more comfortable meal. For in Malawi, my brother Hussein, who's just returned recently, literally we've seen with our own eyes people eating grass and ants. Ask, what are you going to have in Ramadan? They say, well, Ramadan is no different than what we do throughout the year, and we will fast for as long as until we have something to break our fast. And so this is a small effort. And when I say small efforts, I'm conscious of people's maybe financial constraints. But if I said to you, Aisha, that 19,000 Rand will feed a community of up to 800 people, and you then go half of that and say 9,500 would feed close to between 400 and up to 400 people. It's in the bigger scheme of things, it's not a lot. And if those people, we want for everybody to participate. And so at 1,800, you can provide a hamper for the family. And so in terms of countries that you are involved in, I want to mention Africa, piggybacking on your program, Malawi, Mozambique, in Western Africa like Chad and Senegal, Guinea-Bissau. And obviously, majorly, we in fact fed in, it was humbling. We've got the stills and the videos to show it to our community. On Monday evening, we then provided meals, hot meals in Gaza, and we are present in Malawi. I said that, sorry, in Lebanon. Sorry, my driver's just a serious detour here that's getting me worried. Lebanon, in Syria, with the people returning to Syria. So really, it's an opportunity, and I just want to say last word of caution, Aisha. Some people watch these pledge lines almost for entertainment. to see what other people are giving. And so I remind myself and everyone else of the beauty of hadith that we all know. That we all know, and that is to say, when the Prophet ﷺ reminds us that that person who is responsible for breaking the fast of another fasting person will get the reward of that person who is fasting without that person's reward being diminished. Now imagine you were responsible for providing the meal to a village in Africa, a community in Gaza, a Syrian refugee who's returned to his or her home. In this holy month of Ramadan, you provided this food. Tune in tomorrow night, 9:30, Hilal TV, AMA's Pledge Line. We can all make a difference and improve the lives of our brothers and sisters who are fasting as much as what we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashraf. As always, you're inspiring. And yes, indeed, we should be trying to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters, especially those in need around the world. As you said, that tied in very nicely with our Africa focus today. So, listeners, please do open your hearts and your purses, inshallah. And with that, we say Assalamu alaikum to Ashraf. And assalamu alaikum to you as well. We've come to the end of today's show. In fact, we're a little over time. And remember, as always, that the last hour from 9 to 10 was brought to you by African Muslims Agency. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to be with you, as it always is. Take care, and inshallah, we'll be speaking to you tomorrow. We will be bringing you an interview with Andrew Feinstein, as well as the second interview with Harith Yusuf. And also, we've got some exciting local guests lined up, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow, inshallah. For now, fi amanillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.